Welcome aboard, Bozos. Unboxings are popular, fairly. So we thought we would start doing some unboxings on our channel. All 17 subscribers that we have so far. All 17 of you. Yeah, I'm getting the cutoff symbol. So we have a couple packages arriving. Whoa, look at that. I didn't even have to go get it myself. Forces of nature brought it to me. We have a package here. What could it be? What could it be? What could it be? Let's go. I have this really fancy box cutter. It's got a blade, it's got a shield, it's got this thing. All right, so, I don't know what's inside this. It could be board games, it could be dragon dildos, it could be terrorist manifestos, it could be the Encyclopedia Britannica. It could be the Encyclopedia, that's hard to say. It could be the Encyclopedia Britannica 2006 edition. So let's do it. What's in this box? I see a dice tower. I see a dice tower seal of excellence. Tom Vassell! Deception, Murder in Hong Kong. Letters from Whitechapel. We have letters from Whitechapel. That's what's in this box. Let's take a brief minute and deal with this bullshit here.
Having fun there.
I'm totally bleeding. All right, we got games. Let's unbox them. Letters from Whitechapel, a very acclaimed social deduction game for 2 to 6 players, designed by Gabrielle Marie and Gianluca Santopieri. Those are good household names. If I was a Midwestern housewife in Iowa or Missouri, I'd know that name. I would say, hey! Is that new game by Gabrielle Marie and Gianluca Santopieri? Letters from Whitechapel is a game published by and produced by Fantasy Flight Games. You can see their symbol right here. I would say that it's best between I don't know, because I haven't played it yet. Let's see what's inside. What a great name of a game. If you sat me down in front of a bunch of strangers and they were like, let's play Letters from Whitechapel, I'd say, yes. Fuck. Well, I don't understand that at all. We have a bunch of squares that I don't even remotely understand. They seem to be colored. Blue, yellow, green, red, yellow again. Maybe one is orange and not yellow. And then red again. There's 2 reds. I'm gonna guess those are reference cards. Instruction booklet. That's all I needed. I know how to play it. That was pretty quick. It's a lot of numbers. It's a lot of numbers on a grid. I imagine it's pretty important. It's a bunch of numbers on the grid. I'm gonna keep that. Not gonna throw that away. What do we got here? Whoa. Whoa. Oh my goodness. Whoa! It's all punched out. It's all punched out. This is a very beautiful board. It's a beautiful board. It's beautiful. There's a lot of numbers. Numbers are the most beautiful thing of all. Co-op games are for lamos. And if there's anything I hate worse than lamos, it's ding-dongs. I don't understand what this means at all. But it's a component, so I bet it's important. We have a clue style deduction grid right here. 1, 2, 3 Roman numerals. Paper. I don't know. Solving things. Whoa! Whoa! Yellow, red, and blue counters, the likes of which I've never seen. They look like, I don't know, the type of plastic that you'd like find some use for as a kid and then forget ever existed. White pawns, black pawns, and then a brown, green, red, blue, and yellow pawn. What these do? Anybody's guess.
I thought you read the rules already.
Of course I didn't read the rules already. I just fucking opened it. Well, that's that. Seems like a really cool game with really cool components. Don't fit, don't fit, don't fit. And that is Letters from Whitechapel. You know, but it feels good. Feels like an Fantasy Flight Games production. Everything feels high quality. It feels smooth. Feels durable. That's Letters from Whitechapel. Pretty good. Seems pretty cool. Can't wait to play it. Loved it. This is the revised edition, apparently. It's so immersive. I feel like that if I just went like this, it's like I'm in London. I'm sleepy. Oh goodness. I'm sleepy. Alright, that's enough of that. My preparations were too intense.
Bud, come on. We're doing video. Come on.
Shush.
Boom.
I'd like to, I was very drunk last night because I thought it would be funny to get really drunk and open up board game related packages and complain about component qualities and things like that. But it turns out it's just really hard to do anything. And what I'm learning is it's just really hard to do anything related to board games if you're really drunk. It is not drinking heavily and trying to play strategy games or unbox them or critique them is exceptionally difficult. So I thought I'd do a little part 2, a little next day here. This is a Gabriel Marie and Gianluca Santopietro. Don't know what else they've done. Board is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So that's the board, looks fun. Last night, I was swinging a box cutter around and I actually gashed myself. I'll have to go back and look at the footage and see what dumb shit I was doing that led to that. I don't know if it was funny. I haven't watched the footage, so. This, I'm gonna guess, is Jack the Ripper's screen. Seems well made. I'm glad I didn't damage it last night. It's really, it almost looks like a credit sequence of a modern murder mystery show. I don't watch television because it's all terrible, but that's what it reminds me of. If I ever play this game, that will be the one I use because I am always green. Always, it's a rule of mine. Detective pawns, I'm guessing. Lovely. Markers. I'm glad that they're not stickers that you have to. I'm glad they're not stickers that you have to put on separately. Suspicion rings, maybe? Like things that you can put on areas to mark them as being suspicious, but I'm sure they're see-through, so you can still see the numbers. That's my guess. Maybe these you put on, it's more final, something more final, because you can no longer see the number below it, like you can't go back there or something like that. Inspector Frederick Aberline. Chairman, George Lusk. This is who I would be. Green every time. Detective Inspector, Edmund Reed. Donald Swanson. Sir Charles Warren. Oh, they have nicknames. The Boss. No, they don't have nicknames. They all say the Boss. Peculiar. I punched these all last night when I was drunk, so I'm just kind of double checking to make sure I didn't damage anything. Oh, these are like the letters that Jack sends. That's pretty cool. The box in this game is mostly empty, it appears. I don't need to bag those, which is nice. I've noticed that there's like there's a ratio of low-cost games don't have good component storage. But then as you get into the middle, $40 to $75 range, that those games tend to come with some element of storing the components. It's like, oh, you paid $60 for a game. Let's give you some baggies or an insert that's not a worthless piece of shit. But then once you get to the high expense games, when you get to your food chain magnates or your Twilight Imperiums, your $100 FFG games or whatever company makes them, you get nothing. I think that's odd that once you get to the, I guess the logic is that when you get over $100, it's like if you're spending $100 or more on a board game, you're probably an enthusiast. You are probably not passing by the hobby. You're probably in it, and if you're in it, you probably have some sort of solutions for yourself. But this one has a good insert, nice plastic. I should do insert reviews. This insert's pretty good. Nice plastic, good. Nice plastic, good. Large, perhaps too large. They're like empty. What's funny is this is an FFG release, and I was just decrying them and how their inserts suck. But again, this is an only $50 game, so that's why it actually has some sort of component storage. One of my storage rules that I have for myself is the instruction booklet should always be the first thing. I don't know why. Sometimes it's not the ideal way of doing things, but I'm excited to try this one out. That is Letters from Whitechapel. Yes! That was my Gene Wilder tribute. When my friends and I decided to make a YouTube channel about board games, one of the things we wanted to make sure was that we never had any boring content. But a month in, and we don't have that many videos up, I realized that boring content's really easy to make. It's better than having no content, right? Deception, Murder in Hong Kong. I got this because I watched the Dice Tower 10 Essential Games video. Big fan of the Dice Tower. Well, mostly Tom Vassell and Z Garcia have really interesting insights into games. Every once in a while, Sam will say something that I don't think is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Usually I think what he says is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Both Sam and Z put this on their essential list for the deduction genre. Sorry, not the social deduction genre. So yeah, I decided to pick it up. It seems like a pretty cool game. And I'm not trying to bash Sam. All I have to say is for somebody that is professionally blessed to be able to have their job be to play board games and review board games and talk about board games, he doesn't seem very enthusiastic about board games. He just seems like he doesn't really care all that much, which is very strange to me. Tom and Z's, anyways, this is coming up. I'm reviewing the Dice Tower. This is not an unboxing, I'm reviewing the Dice Tower's content. My favorite thing about the Dice Tower is that as soon as you subscribe, you get about 20 videos a day on your watch list that you don't want to watch. Tom Vassell of the Dice Tower, make multiple channels. I like your reviews. I like Z, Sam here and there. There's no way for me to see when you post good new interesting content without having to see a million videos that I don't care about at all. This is good. Deception, Murder in Hong Kong. Let's do it. Immediately I see tokens. Cardboard feels nice. They punch out easily. It's almost like some Days of Wonder cardboard here. Like it. Cast that aside. got a rule book here. A very short rule book like that. Every now and then, I like having a good mix of game. So, you know, sometimes I open up a game and I get excited by how short the rule book is. Other times I open up a game and I get excited by how long the rule book is. Sometimes when I open up a game and the rule book's like 45 pages, I get like a boner. I get like a complexity erection. Because I'm just like, I am going to devour this the next 4 times I go number 2. Very good insert, I have to say. This is a great insert. There's pre-cut cardboard. That does not happen very often. Oh, I really like how everything's also on it in Chinese. That's really cool. That's really interesting. That's like one of the only good things about Bang. That's right, I said it. Bang sucks. I give the letters. Let's go back. I'm gonna give numeric ratings to these inserts. I give the letters from Whitechapel insert a 3 stars. I give the letters from Whitechapel insert 3 stars. I give this insert also. I mean, it's pretty good. I give this one 3 stars too. 3-star insert. It's, you know, it's well laid out. You got your compartments here. You know, I'm not wowed by it. 3 stars is like a competent, useful insert. 2 stars would be like an insert that gets the job done barely, but you're annoyed by it. 1 star would be, you know, no insert or a useless insert that you throw in the trash. 1-star inserts, those are the inserts you throw in the trash. This one is much harder than the other ones. There we go, we got it. These clues are blue. These are blues clues. These are blues clues. Those are blues clues. These are reds clues. It's like a first generation Pokemon game over here. Damn! It came with a micro pack enhanced PE sheet. I love these things. Yeah, whatever that is. Got one of those. That's pretty cool. Ooh, we got like wooden bullets. Love the shape of those. Love it. Components. All right. I cannot get this. Motherfucker, come on. Jesus Christ. I refuse to use my teeth. I do. I refuse. I am not a savage. I live in New York City, bastion of culture. New York City, bastion of culture. The last thing I'm gonna do, oh, I got it. Oh, these are your roles. You can be a witness. You can be the murderer. You can be an investigator, another investigator, another investigator, another investigator, another investigator, another investigator, a forensic scientist, an accomplice. Cool, seems like a fun game. They don't give you a baggie for these tokens here, so what I'm gonna do, my solution, I like having as few things rattling around in as possible, so my solution is going to be this. Put it in like that. Fits perfectly. Fits nicely. A little tuckaroony. One topic of discussion that I think has some merit to it is, should they be called board games anymore? Many of these board games that we know and love don't have boards. They don't have boards. And after just saying that, I realized we're called board bozos, which is, you know, so if they change the name for board games, it'd kind of screw our whole brand up. Take all that back. Let's call them board games. Box is slightly damaged, that's okay. One thing that doesn't, I'm usually a pretty big, like, if something gets damaged, it's gone. Like, I don't want it in my life anymore. Like, if I get a rip in a pair of pants, in the trash. Same day. As soon as I discover the rip, no ifs, ands, or buts, throw those pants in the trash, don't care. Board games though, when they get damaged, it doesn't bother me. It's like, it makes them feel more used. I don't know. I like when I accidentally nicked my Alchemist's box and it didn't bother me at all. I bought Memoir 44 secondhand and the book was ripped and the insert was kind of smashed a little bit. I taped it all back together. Doesn't bother me. I don't know. It's like they feel more owned and used and loved. I don't know. I kind of like it when board games get a little. I don't obviously want them to don't be ripping up my shit or throwing my components around like a dick, but you know, a little use now and then. My skull's nicked beyond belief. I have to keep my eye on that one because people get drunk and slam it down. It's a skull. All right, so that's Deception, Murder in Hong Kong. I give the insert a 3 out of 5, 3 stars out of 5. Has some accolades on here. Seal of Excellence from the Dice Tower. It was a nominee for Best Party Game from the Dice Tower. Very cool. Seems like a really fun game. Cannot wait to crack into this one. What's that? Oh, nope, just me hallucinating. Just hallucinating on camera for everybody to see. Not NBD, bro.